Hi, this is John in front of City Hall in downtown Pasadena, California. On this episode of Travel Diaries, we'll be visiting the Old Town and Pasadena area and visiting NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratories. So come with us and let's see what we find. Pasadena is a city within Los Angeles County, California. Pasadena is the home of many scientific and cultural institutions, but is probably most famous for hosting the annual Rose Bowl football game and the Tournament of Roses parade. The first parade was held in 1890 and was originally sponsored by the Valley Hunt Club, a Pasadena social club. The motivation for having the parade was, as member Professor Charles Holder said, "In New York, people are buried in snow. Here our flowers are blooming and our oranges are about to bear. Let's hold a festival to tell the world about our paradise." In addition to being known for its scientific and cultural institutions, Pasadena is also known for its shopping. Old Town Pasadena spans 21 blocks downtown that boasts upscale retail shops and a wide variety of restaurants, nightclubs, outdoor cafes, pubs, and comedy clubs. As Heather's the one that likes to shop and I'm the one that likes to eat, Old Town sounds like a great place for us to go see what we can find. We're sitting here at Kings Road Gastropub. Gastropubs are kind of a unique phenomenon to the West Coast. We haven't gotten quite like this in the East Coast yet, but they're making their way out that way. But Gastropub takes your traditional pub food and goes more gourmet. We've got an order of duck slider and Highland pulled pork sandwich with chipotle pomegranate barbecue sauce. And sitting here enjoying some good cold frosty beverages, I'm drinking a Epic Brewing Mid Ale. I had never heard of that. It's about like a pale ale, but not quite as hoppy, and it's very enjoyable. So,
I can't wait for the duck sliders. The Jet Propulsion Laboratory, or JPL, is a federal research and development center and NASA field center located in the San Gabriel Valley area of Los Angeles. JPL is managed by the nearby California Institute of Technology for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. "Do not go where the path may lead," wrote Ralph Waldo Emerson. "Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." That could be the motto of the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Trailblazing has been the business of JPL since it was established by Caltech in the 1930s. America's first satellite, Explorer 1, which launched in 1958, was created at JPL. In the decades that followed, they sent the first robotic craft to the moon and out across the solar system, reconnoitering all of the planets. Pushing the outer edge of exploration, in fact, is the reason JPL exists as a NASA laboratory. Among the laboratory's current major active projects are the Mars Science Laboratory mission, which includes the Curiosity rover, scheduled to land on the Red Planet in August of 2012, the Cassini-Winds mission orbiting Saturn, and the Mars Exploration rovers, both Spirit and Opportunity, and the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, among many others.
Humans. And for Mars, we all want to do it, but it's very difficult, very expensive, and we are always 10 years ahead of us. We were going, it keeps moving into the future. So right now, but that's something that we planning to do in the future, but this spacecraft, no, they land, they do their observations, and they die. And to Mars, this happened in November last year. It was an eight and a half months trip to Mars, which is about to finish. And when we get to 60 feet, we do the following. And this is the new trick. Never attempted. We have a camera, so we're gonna have nice, almost moving. They are, okay, we call this a sky crane maneuver. We lower as a crane, essentially. So that's a 20 feet bridle. And the idea is to just land the rover on its wheels, ready to go. So, much simpler. In some ways, it's much simpler than the other one. In other ways, so then we cut the bridle and then we crash the descent stage.
Hi, John here again. Well, Heather's off doing some things on her own, so she's left me to explore the rest of Old Town in Pasadena all by myself. So why don't you come along and see what kind of trouble we can get into. The Huntington is a private, non-profit collections-based research and educational institution founded in 1919 by Henry E. Huntington. Huntington was a businessman who built a financial empire that included railroad companies, utilities, and real estate holdings in Southern California. Huntington was a man of vision with a special interest in books, art, and gardens. During his lifetime, he amassed the core of one of the finest research libraries in the world, established a significant art collection, and created an array of botanical gardens with plants from geographies around the world. Well, here we are at the Huntington Botanical Gardens. Heather's off doing her own thing, and I decided I wanted to go out somewhere and get some good, pretty pictures of flowers and things like that. And the Botanical Garden has a desert habitat, which is actually kind of interesting. When I first heard about it, I was like, don't know what I'd find. But being as arid as parts of California are, I imagine this is what you see out in the desert areas, and it's actually rather stunningly beautiful. But I'm working my way to the Japanese garden, so why don't you come with me and we'll see what we can find there. The Botanical Gardens are an ever-changing exhibition of color and a constant delight. More than a dozen gardens over the 120 acres of the 207-acre grounds. Among the most remarkable are the desert gardens, a large outdoor grouping of mature cacti and other desert plants. There's also a Japanese garden featuring a drum bridge and a furnished Japanese house, a rose garden, and a Chinese garden.
The Yard House is a small restaurant chain started in Southern California by Steele Platt, who came up with the concept shortly after relocating from Denver to Southern California in the early 1990s. Platt wanted to create a restaurant that would offer one of the largest selections of draft beers in the world. With over 113 beers on draft at the Pasadena location, it isn't a world's record, but it's close.
What's another local one that you'd recommend in the IPA or a good amber?
Right now in California, just in general, we get a really good amber by the Anderson Valley. It's up in Northern California.
Let's line it up.
The award-winning and extensive menu of American fusion cuisine features more than 130 items including appetizers, salads, pastas, sandwiches, street tacos, grilled burgers, individual-sized pizzas, along with seafood, steaks, and ribs. Today, since we have dinner plans later, I'm just having a snack which, in addition to my great beers, includes grilled Korean beef short rib taco and a Baja fish taco, which are both amazing.
Today was a good day. We saw the Old Town portion of Pasadena, went to some great shops, and had a really neat lunch at Kings Road Gastropub. I really dug those duck sliders. From there we went on to NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and got to see the Curiosity rover that will be landing on Mars in August of this year. From there I ventured off on my own and saw the Huntington Gardens and the neat habitats that they've got there. And then finally I ended up at the Yard House, where I had some really great beer and probably one of the best pair of tacos I've ever had. Well, it's getting late, and I've got to find out what Heather's been up to today and then get changed for dinner tonight. Tonight we're going to the Athenaeum at Caltech. That's the faculty club that has hosted some of the nation's greatest minds, including Einstein, Bell, Tesla, and many others. We're going to go to dinner there tonight, have some drinks with some friends, and then maybe head out on the town in Old Town Pasadena. Tomorrow's a new day, and we hope you'll join us as we continue our travels up the coast of California to Santa Barbara and Monterey via the Pacific Coast Highway. From there, we're going to go north to Napa Valley, the heart of wine country, and then on into San Francisco. Until next time, see you on the road. Life truly is a highway, so enjoy it.